Fans were excited to see Andrew Garfield make an appearance in a Spidey suit in Spider-Man No Way Home. Fans, however, want more and expect to see him return in the next Spider-Man vs. Venom movie. We have all the details in this video, and warning, we also have spoilers in this video. The possibility that Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man going up against Tom Hardy's Venom has really high chances of happening. Spider-Man No Way Home and the return of Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man and the introduction essentially of the true multiverse and variants in the Loki series, and Spider-Man No Way Home has opened the door up for essentially anything. And before Spider-Man No Way Home came out, we thought that Tom Hardy's Venom could be going up against money other than Tom Holland's Peter Parker, and that would be the main cast for the Spider-Man vs. Venom film. But if you take into account the ending of Spider-Man No Way Home and considering what Andrew Garfield has said and revealed in some of his recent interviews, we're thinking that Tom Hardy's Venom will be going up against Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. We'll be explaining everything, but before that, let's dive into some background. So when the post-credits scene for Venom Let There Be Carnage came out, most of you, including us, thought Venom was going to be going up against Spider-Man, and yes, Venom is in the MCU. Also, this happened right after Tom Hardy said that he wants his third Venom film to be a Venom vs. Spider-Man film. He literally stated this outright in interviews. That's the goal, and he'd be foolish to not to go for that goal. So, the post-credits for Let There Be Carnage came out, and we all thought that they're actually going ahead and doing it, but then we got the post-credit for Spider-Man No Way Home, and it sort of took back everything that we knew. And even though it does seem like there's going to be a Venom vs. Spider-Man film, however, it doesn't really look like it's going to be Tom Hardy's Venom, Eddie Brock going up against Tom Holland's Spider-Man. However, it does look like they'll be taking more of the comic-accurate route here in the MCU. A piece of the Venom symbiote was left behind in the MCU. It's going to attach to Tom Holland's Spider-Man. He will eventually get rid of it, and it will go to Eddie Brock. But again, Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock went back to the Sony Spider-Man verse, which means he's probably not going up against Tom Holland's Spider-Man. But if this is still the end goal for Tom Hardy and Venom 3, then who exactly is going to go up against? Well, as Andrew Garfield recently returned as Spider-Man, he would obviously make the most sense. Now at first, we weren't sure if this could or would actually happen because Andrew was just returning for a cameo appearance in No Way Home. However, after No Way Home came out, Andrew Garfield got a ton of praise about reprising his role as Peter Parker's Spider-Man. He did an amazing job, and he was honestly one of the best parts about the film. Since then, you have to imagine that the studio is wondering if they can bring him back. As for the interviews, Andrew has even stated he would be interested in coming back if it made sense, and he has expressed interest in the recent Spider-Man vs. Venom film. Also, a fan-made movie poster imagines an amazing Spider-Man 3 where Andrew Garfield's web slinger is infected by the Venom symbiote. Created by Marvel fan and digital artist Cesar Castillo Marquez, the poster sees Garfield's Spider-Man encased by Venom. The poster was shared by Marquez on Twitter, captioned with #MakeTASM3 as the artist's suggestion for the unmade third installment in the Amazing Spider-Man film franchise. As for Andrew Garfield, he's open to working with Tobey and Tom Holland. He would love to do it. Speaking on the Happy Sad Confused podcast, Andrew talked about reprising his role as Peter Parker aka Spider-Man in future films. In terms of moving forward with a character, yes, I am definitely open to that. Again, it would have to be something very unique, very special, and serving to an audience and in service of the character. There's something playful and unique and odd and unexpected to be done. I'm not sure what is, but if we can figure it out, it would be so much fun. He said, whether the future of Spider-Man will include Garfield or even the MCU's Spider-Man Tom Holland remains unclear. Holland has said that for him, filming No Way Home felt like saying goodbye to Spider-Man, and recently stated that he was still unsure about his future in the MCU. The truth is, and you're not going to like the truth, I don't know the answer to that question. Holland said, This film for me was as special as an experience could ever be. Sharing the screen with these guys, playing Spider-Man could be quite an alienating experience because, we're the only three blokes who have done it. So to share that with you too, it's been such a wonderful experience, of which I have such amazing memories. So it looks like Andrew Garfield is open to working as Spider-Man once again, and Tom Hardy wants a Spider-Man versus Venom film, and it wouldn't be a surprise if we saw him in the next release. Hope you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.